Let's get it started, family.
Or how about this? How about you communicating with the only God there is? And that is the one in you. See, everybody want to run from that one. How do you think the larvae gets the butterfly dreams? If the butterfly isn't thinking of the larvae as well. Pink pineapple wine, y'all. Coming to a bottle near you. Butch's Brew.
Peace and blessings, family. How we doing out there? How we doing out there? How we doing out there? Right? And salute to all the autodidacticisms out there. To all the autodidacticisms out there. Yeah. Been sitting here thinking to myself, because y'all know how I like to do that, and came across something right quick, because I was like, okay, indoctrination, by definition, is the process of teaching a person or group to accept a set of beliefs uncritically. I'm like, okay. So what is education? Education is the process of receiving or giving systematic instruction, especially at a school or university. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Education, the process of receiving and giving systematic instruction, especially at a school or university. Well, that's not far off indoctrination. So then it got me thinking. I was like, so if our education is indoctrination, then what the hell do we have? What counterbalances all of that? And that's when I came across Autodidacticism, which is the word for self-education, y'all. Self-learning, self-teaching, education without guidance of masters, such as teachers or professors, or institutions, such as schools. If you go back, I put some famous autodidacts, past and present, in the very beginning of this live. Look them up. And what got me thinking about this, y'all, heavy, what got me thinking about this real heavy was, oh no, what else we got? If we know that someone who wants to dominate you will not educate you. I mean, if I wanted to dominate somebody, I wouldn't educate them. Well, no, I take that back. I would educate them, right? And their education would be based on the indoctrination that I need them to have to keep my system rolling. I would not educate them outside of the indoctrination. Why would somebody who wants to keep you in servitude teach you how to get out of it? In other words, and this might hit really hard, so I need people to sit down on this one. Why would they give you a God to praise and worship if that God could get you out of the servitude that you are enduring? As a matter of fact, if I was to keep somebody in servitude, I would give them not only an indoctrination on why their servitude is I'm looking for the right word, that their servitude is just, and while their reward is not forthcoming. You can't get a monkey to give you a banana and you promise him all the bananas he can eat after he died. You can't do that, right? Monkeys aren't going for that. Right? But somehow our education into this system is that one of our ancestors fucked up a long time ago, right? And that ancestor's mess up is on me forever. Come on, critically thinking, does that even make sense? In critical thought, if I give you everything I have in my life and you promise me everything that you have in my afterlife, that don't make sense. If I give you my children to work forever, my afterlife will be in heaven and I get a reward. How do you know that? Has anybody ever died and come back and said there was gold at the end of that? Because even Alexander the Great, better yet, I'm gonna tell you what Alexander the Great told them to do when he died. Alexander the Great said, line all of my riches from my home to my burial ground. He said, make sure that the best doctors in my realm are carrying my coffin. And I want my coffin open so that my hand can hang out of it. What Alexander the Great was trying to tell us is the best doctors in the world cannot save you from death, and you cannot take any of your accomplishments or wealth with you. And when you leave here, you're going to leave here the same way you came here, empty-handed. We used to understand this before this riches after you die indoctrination was beaten into us. We didn't get an education. We went and learned we learned from nature herself by observation, by experimentation, to the point that we're even afraid to experiment anymore. We're even afraid to experiment with ourselves. I don't know how many times we can tell y'all you have been indoctrinated, not educated. Someone who is educated has the ability to critical think. And no one who is self-learned or self-taught is going to act outside of their own best interest. Just my opinion, you better know it. You better know it. You better bash Mister's head in and think about heaven later. If I told you we were fed fluff, we were fed marshmallows, all of our education, all of your formative years, as far as knowledge, they gave you sugar. It was fluff. It was that puffy stuff that they put next to peanut butter and think that the kids are gonna like it. It's milk chocolate. It's cocaine. It's it's non-filling and void of nutrition. When was the last time you found your formal education fulfilling you? And that's not a rhetorical question. I'm actually asking that question. When? Because even when I went to college, I only took classes that interested me. I told them I'm not here for a degree. I'm here to learn, but I'm not here for a degree. Here is something that you also have to understand about your education. Everything you needed to learn from this system, you learned by the third grade. Literally, you could have stopped at the third grade and you'd be much better off than you are going to college. And I find that the greatest producers amongst us went to autodidacticism. I know I did. And this autodidacticism has never failed me. Because trust me, if I run across something that I don't understand, that's what the internet is for. It'll narrow it right down. And you know what? I have a zillion options to choose from on what vein I want to follow in that particular part of my education. Is there a bunch of fluff? Yes. But you know what? I was taught so much fluff that I can spot fluff a mile away. I can spot a fluffy book. You want to know how I can spot a fluffy book? Y'all want to know how to spot a fluffy book? If you want to know how to spot a fluffy book, let me know. How to spot a fluffy book. It's fluffy. It's fluffy. It's fluffy. I'm sorry. It's just that freaking simple. It's fluffy. It's freaking fluffy. Because the truth don't need that many words, y'all. The truth don't need that many words. The truth don't need 20 pages of explanation. It just don't. It just don't. It hit me. It hit me that the treasure troves of the world, right? Think about this. The Vatican has like 5 miles, right, of indigenous and world history and medical and technology. It has the world's knowledge in 5 miles of space. Fluffy books don't fit in that type of arena. You're talking, hold on, wait. Better yet. Hold on, wait, let me find, here we go. Oh, wait. Let me see if I can. Because I really need y'all to understand. I need y'all to understand. I'm going to show you one of the most sought after books in the world. Okay? This book is studied at every major military academy around the world. Whole civilizations have risen and fallen. Excuse me, y'all, let me clean this. By this book. And I want to show you how big the actual copy of this book is. Have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen this book? This one, The Prince? Have you ever seen this one? That's right. By Niccolo Machiavelli. Europe lives by this book. It is an art of war book, but it comes out of Italy. This book was around with the Borgias, with the oh my God, what were the Italians? I forget the name of the family, but it'll come to me. Right? This one right here. Now I'm going to show you how thick this book is. Because one would think that a book that has taught principalities how to rule the world, how to make dynasties and break them, would be a considerable sized book, right? No, it's not. As a matter of fact, it's a book that you can read in a day if you sit your behind down and actually apply yourself. This particular one even has some explanations in it. So imagine how small the original was. As a matter of fact, let's see how many pages is in this, shall we? Let's see. The Prince has 71 pages. This is a 71-page book. 71 pages. Hold on. Sister Soldier's book, The Coldest Winter, has 348 pages. Let's pick another one. The Four Agreements. See how many pages that has. Let's see how thick it is. This one has 140 pages. Hold on. Let me put this down for a minute. Let me put this right. Because I want to show you something. The Prince, The Four Agreements, Sister Soldier, do you get it? Do you get it? The four agreements triggers me. It triggers me too, girl. 70 freaking pages. 70 pages on how to rule the world. Let me reiterate that right quick. 70 pages on how the world has been captured, held, and transferred through principalities. Do you think for 3 minutes that this is a book that they want you to get your hands on? Why isn't this studied in HBCUs? Better yet, hold on. Chapter 1. Of the various kinds of princedoms and of the way in which they are acquired. The first chapter. All of the states and government by which men are or ever have been ruled have been, or rather, republics or princedoms. Republics are either princedoms are either hereditary, in which the sovereign is derived through an ancient line of ancestors, or they are new. New princedoms are either wholly new, as that of Milan to Francisco Ferrara, or they are like limbs joined on a hereditary possession of a prince who acquired them, as the kingdom of Naples to the dominion of the king of Spain. The state thus acquired have either been used to live under a prince or have been free. He who acquires them does so either by his own arms or by the arms of others, either by good fortune or by merit/ability. That's first chapter. He explained every princedom on the planet. Period. Did it take long to read that first chapter? Because I ain't trying to be funny. The first chapter on how to rule the world was shorter than the first chapter in the Sacred Woman series. It took me 3 days to read the first chapter of Sacred Woman. It took me 5 minutes to learn how the world works. You want to identify a fluffy book? It's fluffy. You mean to tell me Queen Afua couldn't tell me how to take care of my punana? in a chapter that would only take me an hour to read. No, no, because it's fluffy. It's fluffy. Sacred Woman was a whole fucking marketing gimmick. I said it. And I read it. Oh my God. Because I can never get that fucking time back. I can never get the months that it took me to read that book back. And it was a fat kid on cake. Am I telling you don't read Sacred Woman? No, that's not what I'm telling you. But what I am telling you is it's fluffy. It's fluffy. You can literally throw out 2/3 of the freaking book. But for you sisters whose moms didn't teach you a damn thing, I can understand why you need not just Sacred Woman, but the whole damn circle and the 14 shawls and the 18 altars and the 33,000 herbs and the healing this. And if you really follow Sacred Woman, you do know you'll be going to bed at 2 o'clock and getting up at 3. Did anybody else notice? The only thing missing from fucking Sacred Woman is sleep. Sleep. Your ass get up meditating and showing your showing your pooty box to the universe before the sun rises, right? And then you gotta ring a bell and thump a drum while you're meditating, having a glass of red water while you're simultaneously juicing 17 different greens, right? While taking your vitamin. And by the time you finish all of that, the sun is going down. Oh, well, you got to do that like 4 times a day while working a job, taking care of your husband and your kids while making 3 shawls at the same time. I was like, God damn, to do Sacred Woman, you got to be single than a bitch. You got to be single with no job. Because I'm sorry, right? You eating all them greens and you doing all that detoxing, you farting your ass off at work. Don't nobody at work like you. Nobody. And fuck, by the time you finish making all them goddamn shawls, you got a whole new fucking wardrobe. I ain't talking about Janae yet. That's gonna be a whole nother thing because I'm gonna let Jaguar Janae. I'm gonna unleash. It's gonna be double barrels on. But how many goddamn shows do you need, Queen of Four? I ain't trying to be funny, but then I'm supposed to go to some damn meetings too? For what? For what? Now, I ain't taking away from you people that have done Sacred Woman and you went through it, but can I get the 70-page version, please? It's fucking insane. And she plagiarized. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm just gonna put that shit right here on the table. And it was plagiarized. Oh. Y'all gonna be in them yoga poses, tooting your asses off. Ain't nobody gonna like you. Y'all, we must seek out our own education. We must seek out those things that are of substance to us. And the reason I know I am an unpopular teacher is because I sit steak in front of you. And I give you that knife and I give you that fork and I expect you to cut your meat and chew it. I'm not coming with marshmallow fluff. We ain't got time for that. Right? I don't want to sell, well, shit, fuck, I do want to sell you my product, but I'm not like, oh, in order to get this, you have to buy my that. No. No. Everything I make on that website, you can make too. As a matter of fact, if you ask me how to, I'm going to tell you. A sister came by here a week ago. Fee, do you mind if I start making wine? Bitch, I didn't ask anybody if they minded if I was making wine. Do you think I wrote Julia Gallo and was like, excuse me, do you mind if I make wine with you? I did not. Wine has been around longer than me. Girl, knock yourself out. And she proceeded to ask me every question she thought she could ask me. And you know what I did? I answered without fluff. Thank you, Gemini. That's the only thing I ask. Just don't bottle it as Blitch's brew. Don't say Fee made it. Say you made it. Miss Trent, you right. You right. You show right. You right. Because I'm like the student instructors do not like. Because I don't want your fluff. I want steak. I'm a meat eater. Y'all have to start seeking out the meat. And I'm going to tell you where to start. Oh man, when somebody tells you you don't need to know, you latch on to that idea and you run with it because that is a freedom idea. When somebody tell you you don't need to know that, whatever that is something that will set you free from their control and bondage. Like people told you that you shouldn't have a personal relationship with God, right? You should have a personal relationship with Jesus. You should have a personal relationship with the pastor. But these two entities, one living and one dead, is supposed to be your intercessor because somehow you are not worthy to stand in the presence of God. What? What? I'm not worthy to what? Wait a minute. Wait. The God is supposed to have birthed everything. So if the God birthed everything, that means everything is a child or an offspring of God. And here is what I know about the things that I have given birth to. You better not stand between me and mine. As a mother who gave birth to two completely different universes, I better not catch you standing between me and mine. That's a destruction zone. Don't do that. My offspring don't need an intercessor to come to me. It is not only my duty, but it is my pleasure to educate what is mine. And how can I, as the source, do that with a filter between me and mine? You will get hurt. Don't do it. How do you know the mind of God if you don't talk to God directly? Do you really think you were taught to worship God properly? And that's not a rhetorical question. I really want to know that. Do you really think that your enemy taught you how to worship properly? What would be his incentive? Because his God, the one that he gave you, the one that he indoctrinated you into, says that, a slave should serve its master happily. My God says there's no such thing as a slave. Houston, we have a problem. Your God has a system of servitude that my God does not have. In the idea that my God gave me, we all serve one another. There is no one higher than the other. So I do not understand the idea of servant. Serve your master. I'm at a loss. I draw a blank. Um, uh, it just I'm like Prince. You know, when Michael Jackson wanted him to do the Bad video with him, and Prince was like, "Hold on." The first verse of that song is, "Your butt is mine." Who gonna sing that to who? Who? Cause he damn sure ain't gonna sing that to me. And I damn sure ain't gonna sing that to him. So then they got Wesley Snipes to do it. That's how I'm like, huh? Who? What? 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 I don't think you understand what's gonna happen to you standing between me and my all father, all mother. I don't think you understand. Because if the all don't get you, I am. I can't imagine somebody trying to keep my children from me. The fight that you gonna get on both ends is gonna be, let's just say, epic. Epic. Because the bond between me and my all is like the bond of a diamond. The bond between me and my kids, that's atomic. So in order to pull me away from my God, you have to have the same strength as that diamond bond. And we all know that only thing that can cut a diamond is what? I'll let y'all handle that answer. And if the bond between me and my sons is an atomic one, what happens when you split that atom? Glass can't cut a diamond. Diamonds cut glass. Only another diamond of the same quality can cut another diamond. Period. Glass can't cut a diamond. The bonds are too loose. Better yet, take your diamond ring and rub it across a mirror. See which one is destroyed. I can guarantee you it's the mirror. The diamond will not have a scratch on it. And what happens when you break an atom? Really? What are you barking at? No, this is gonna be interesting. Come on, y'all. What happens when you split an atom? Y'all have seen it. Hush. We've all seen it. Nuclear. Yes, yes. 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 It's called a mushroom cloud. It go boom. So do you understand the bond between me and my God versus the bond between me and my kids? Shut up. And the fallout. Ooh, the nuclear fallout. Yes, that is exactly what the man who discovered it said. I have become the destroyer of worlds. He said, I have become the destroyer of worlds. He went a little further than men. Just my opinion. He said, I have become the destroyer of worlds. Can you imagine having that tagged to your person? I came to watch too. I came to watch. They have threatened nuclear everything in my lifetime. In my lifetime, right? This ain't the first time, our kids are like, oh no, this ain't the first time we've been under nuclear threat. I mean, you had the whole Cold War, right? You had China when the Iron Curtain came down. I've been living with this all my life. Let it burn. If I can't have none, let it burn. I'm a Usher fan on this one. Let it burn. Let it burn. I'm all about it. If I can't have none, if nobody wants me to have my part of it, it can all go up in flames. And I mean all of it. I'm not excluding none of it. That includes Africa. That includes Europe. That includes all of the Americas. That includes all of the Polynesian islands. All of it. I spare no one. If I can't have my peace, nobody can. That's where I am right now. And Gemini, when I told my classmates that us hiding under the desk was not for our protection, but for us to be counted after death, I got suspended. I got an in-school suspension for telling people that. Ain't nobody ready for the truth. The truth tellers get punished constantly and regularly for telling the truth. Because even as a child, I'm like, excuse me, nuclear fallout comes through windows, it destroys walls, it messes shit up. And it's not like each one of us has a lead lined refrigerator that we're jumping into. We're getting under a desk that's open. The only thing you could be doing is making it so it's easy to count the dead. That's the only thing you can be doing. Cause hiding under a desk, that's not protecting nobody. Y'all couldn't even like give us some glasses and be like, these are lead line glasses and they will help you. Here's a lead cape. None of that. None of that shit. Just get under your desk, hold your knees, and don't look. That sounds like an airplane going down. And even as a kid, just my opinion. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at us. I hope you're not laughing at me. You need to be laughing at us. Don't be laughing at me. Because I take them in all of them in school suspensions that I got for telling the truth. That that's still a trauma for me. That's still a trauma. I'm still traumatized. My aunt, I'm with you. I'm with you. This is a failed experiment and I want out. Now, I'm not quite sure how long this experiment has been going, but if it has anything to do with that rat experiment, remember that rat experiment that I told y'all about? We didn't got to the pretty men that nobody wants to keep civilization going behind. We got to the pretty men. The pretty men that don't want the females to reproduce and are keeping the males that want to reproduce away from the females. That's where we are. We're right in that experiment and we're right at the end of it because white folk decided that they were going to terminate that experiment right there and not let it go any further. So we don't know if it will equalize itself, how that structure was going to work because they destroyed it every time, but it always came back to that one point. Oh, I took all of my in-school suspensions with a smile, but it was still that walk of shame, man. It was the walk of shame. Like, you, you walk in the hallway by yourself, and all you hear is your own click, click, click down the hall, and you like, you know what? Is telling the truth even worth it at this point? Because every time I like really tell the truth, my education kind of be suffering, man. I know about this. Oh no, nothing regular is safe. I'm not going to stay on here long. The only real thing today that I wanted to do for you guys is emphasize Autodidacticism. The only way we are going to set ourselves free, because remember, there is not an ethnic group on this planet that wants to help the Black so-called African American Negro to come from underfoot. They gave us integration so they could bleed us of our money, y'all. Integration was a financial decision, and goddamn did it work. Goddamn did it work, because we literally began to give people money that hated us. And the people who had our best interest, we stopped supporting them, to the point that we lost neighborhoods. We lost wealth. We lost generational wealth. We lost generational land. Because if you think for 3 minutes that all the money that we gave to white folks to get included, that money never came back. Like the Asians. The money that them nail shops make, that money never comes back. The Arabs at the gas station, that money never comes back. Do y'all realize that they run their entire communities off of the money of our community, and it never comes back? Does that help you understand the inexhaustible wealth of us? Because I'm going to make you feel good about yourself for a minute. We are inexhaustible wealth. And if we could be inexhaustible wealth for everybody else, why can't we be that same inexhaustible wealth for one another? And it is one easy word that keeps it from happening. One easy word. Because check this out, right? People stop buying from masterfundifee.com when they get mad at Master Fundi Fee. When Master Fundi Fee says something out of line that they don't like, right, then I've lost a customer at masterfundifee.com, right? But Johnson & Johnson has been poisoning your ass for 200 years. Alexander Graham Bell got y'all with everything with electricity in your house. You pay that motherfucker. And he didn't like you. Timberland has a hanging tree on its boots. And even I still buy Timberland, but let Master Fundi Fee say one damn thing to offend you in a philosophical idea, and it's, oh, fuck her. But you still slathering on Johnson & Johnson, bitch. You still got Timberlands on, motherfucker. You still wearing Chanel, and she supported the Nazis. But because you don't like me Fuck that my product is good for you. Fuck that my products can be interactive. Fuck that my products can be doubled up on and added to. Fuck that my products can be diluted and you can get twice as much out of them if you dilute them because my shit is concentrate. Fuck that is good for you. No, I'm mad at feed. And fuck you too. And I hope Johnson & Johnson give you cancer that you deserve being mad at feed. I hope Ernest and Julio Gallows give you a hangover that you can't get over. Right? At least Hennessy, right? I give you the first pour on the grapes. Hennessy only gives you the third pour on grapes. Oh, Fee, I ain't know that. I know you didn't. But you buy that third pour bullshit all day long because they put it in a cute glass. Well, Fee, your product costs more. Bitch, it ain't gonna fuck you up like that other shit that you'll be paying for in prescriptions. But again, you'll buy Coco Chanel, right? You'll pay $1,000 on some bullshit fabric that don't breathe, right? But, right, getting something from Master Fundi Fee, the shipping is way too much. Are you kidding? Man, you know what? This is why I'm self-taught. This is why I'm self-taught. But y'all ain't gonna make this long because it's not long. Get your education yourself. Get out the fluffy books. Get to them under 100-page books with very little explanations from other people in them except the author itself. And let's get some real education up in here. Let's get some real education up in here. Would y'all like to go over the prints soon? I don't care. We'll be going over the print soon. Period. We're going to go through this again. We're going to go through this again. Because I know a lot of people don't go back and watch my old stuff. Because they want new stuff. But that old stuff is good. And for my subscribers, I will be changing the classes that you guys have access to. So please be listening out. Be watching the community section for that. That'll definitely be happening. But yeah, y'all would like to go through the prints. We will definitely do that. Excellent. Y'all, I'm going to get out of here because I got to wash this dog. She's about as big as me, and I got to shave. I gotta clean her. That don't make sense to me. But, it is what it is, and I'll do it. But, washing the dog it's like a wash hair day is, because she's big and capable. But that's not y'all's problem. That's my problem. Get on out of here. Go self-educate. Self-education leads to freedom. And it also allows you to get another system of thought, which is what we need. Love y'all. Hey, you are more than welcome. Thank y'all for coming through. And I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Salam, shalom, inhu tephu, namaste. This is Master Fundi Fi, and I always got my ear to the street, my ear to the street. Get on out of here and go be of service to the world. You're not allowed to leave here until you have. Peace, family.